Hello students, we'll see the next topic under the second chapter. Okay, that is the next topic is contractual capacity or capacity to contract. The capacity to enter into a contract. The persons who are able to or eligible to enter into a contract. Every person cannot enter into a contract. The certain person, they should have certain eligibility to enter into a contract. We'll see who are the persons who are eligible to enter the contract and the persons who are not eligible to enter into a contract. So, capacity to contract means the competence or competency of the parties to enter into a valid contract. Section 11 of the Indian Contract Act 1872, which deals with the capacity of the parties to enter into a contract, provides that every person who is the age of major according to the law to which the major is more, as per the India, it should be the more than 18 years. Second one, who is of sound mind person, the person who is strong, sound mind person. And third one, who is not disqualified from contracting by any law to which he is subject. The person who is not disqualified from the any law. These are the persons who are persons who are eligible to enter into an contract. And we'll see next, see persons who are incompetent to contract. Incompetent means the persons who are not eligible to enter into an contract. Okay, the person who are not eligible to binding in an contract. And the first one, say minors. First one is a minors. Second, minor is nothing but a person who is below the age of 18 under the Indian law. Second, when the person of unsound mind, the person who is not well mentally, the person is who is not well mentally. And third one is a person disqualified by any law to which they are subject. The any person who is disqualified by the any person by the any law. These are the three persons who are not eligible to enter into an contract. We'll see one by one. First one is the minor. First one is minor. See, minors, according to section 3 of the Indian Majority Act, as per the Indian Majority Act 1875, a minor is a person who is not a major. The person who is not a major, as per English law, the minor is the person who is below the age of 21 years. As per the Indian law, the person below the age of 18 years. The person below the age of 18 years is a minor as per the Indian law. As per the English law, the minors agreement. There are two main principles relating to the minors agreement. Okay, there are two principles. First one, say the law protects minors against their own inexperience. The law relating to the minor, there is a law, separate law relating to the minors agreement. Okay, the law always protects the minor against their own inexperience. Minor is a person who is the not experienced person and he don't have that much of decision making. He doesn't have the decision making capacity, right? So law is always protect the minor against their own inexperience. Is an inexperienced person, he is the mm, below the age of 18 years. So law always protects him from his inexperience. Okay, always in favor of the minor. Law is always the favor of minor. And second one, say in pursuing the above objective, the law should not cause unnecessary hardship to persons who deal with the minors. See, first one, my law is always protecting the minor, right? Law is always protecting the minor because of his inexperience. But in case of the protecting the minor, that particular law should not cause unnecessary hardship to persons who deal with the minors. In ca- in the with the intention of protecting the minor, that particular law should not make any unnecessary hardship or any difficulties to the particular persons who deal with the minor. That is the main two principles of the minors agreement. First one, it should be protect the minor, but in the intention of protecting the minor, you should not make any difficulty to the third person who is dealing with the minor. Okay, this is the two main principles relating to the minors minus agreement may be summarized as follows. The law, the main things coming are, these are the main two principles. Again, some other points are there. The law relating to a minus agreement will be summarized as follows. Okay, there are many things, the things which are coming under the minus agreement. Okay, first one, say minus agreement are oiled up in issue. The oiled up in issue is nothing but, it is, the minor agreement is always oiled. Ab initio is nothing but from the beginning. It's oiled from the beginning. At the time of entering into a contract only, it becomes the oiled, not the late, not later. And it's oiled from the beginning. So, Section 11 of the Indian Contract Act 1872 has clearly laid down that a minor is not competent to contract, but the Indian Contract Act of 1872 has not made it clear whether a contract entered into by a minor is oiled or oilable. Indian Contract Act 1872 was not clear about the whether the minor agreement is oiled or oilable, but after that, the court or the law decided that the minus agreement are oiled up in issue. The minus agreement is oiled, it's from the beginning. Okay, means is oiled from the beginning is nothing but, for example, say a minor mortgaged his house in favor of a money lender for the loan of rupees 20,000. Okay, he mortgaged his house in favor of a money lender for a loan of 20,000. The money lender advanced to the minor a part of the loan amount, that is 8,000. Subsequently, after he became major, the minor filed a suit for refund of the money advance, rupees 8,000. It was held by the court that the contract by a minor was oiled absolutely, and further the minor could not be compelled to refund the benefit. Okay, refund the benefit. See, under this minus agreement or oiled up in issue is nothing but it's oiled from the beginning. And under the last example is, see, the minor mortgage his property for rupees 20,000, right? For 20,000 he mortgage his property, and the money lender gives 8,000 to particular minor. But after the majority, after certain years, he got major, right? After that, the minor force asked the particular money lender to give his property back. He mortgaged his property to give his property back. But particular money lender rejected to give or opposite to give the property, and he is asking for the money 8,000. Okay, but the minor filed its case against the particular person, and court states that the minor is not, it's not compulsory to refund the benefit what received by the minor. Minor is not compulsory for the minor to refund the benefit what he received, but because the this agreement is oiled ab initio. It is oiled from the beginning, because that particular money lender at the time of the entering the contract, he should keep in his mind that particular person is major or minor. But even though he know that particular person is minor, he enter into a contract. It's the mistake of that particular money but he is eligible to get his home back. Okay, this is about the minus agreement or oiled up in issue. Okay, and next one, say minus agreement cannot be ratified by him on his attaining majority. Since minus agreement is oiled up in issue, right from the very beginning, it's oiled from the very beginning, it cannot be ratified by him later on his attaining majority, but it cannot be rectified or it cannot be corrected after becoming the majority. Once it becomes the odd, means it's odd whether the minor is became major or not. Okay, it's odd means it's always odd. Okay, That is based on the principles that an agreement which was void at the time when it was entered into cannot be made valid by subsequent rectification. When the one particular agreement is void at the time of entering, it's void forever, cannot rectify that particular agreement. Okay. Next one will see no question of specific performance of minors agreement. No question of specific performance of minors agreement. As a minors agreement is void ab initio, means it's void from the beginning, very beginning. There can be no question of specific performance of minors agreement. It cannot expect the proper performance. Proper performance means it becomes the valid contract. It is a void from the beginning means we cannot expect the specific performance under the minors agreement, right? Minors, if the particular specific performance is there means that particular contract became the valid. Already this particular minors agreement is void. Void means we cannot expect the specific performance from the minors agreement. Is over, right? Okay. Next points we'll see under the next class.